does anyone have, like, does anyone else have any questions or something they want to share?
My daughter, she's 13, and she taught herself to read when she was 3. So that works really well for her. But she will not talk to me, even though she understands and can say words, big words, very well. So when I ask her a simple question, she just will either stare at me or stare straight ahead. And I'm trying to figure out how to get into her world. I don't know how to make her answer my questions, even though she can. She won't.
It's like you're saying your daughter doesn't answer.
She can speak. She
Like
just
she can
doesn't
speak.
want to.
She
And I do not know what to do.
Well, I mean, so she can speak, but she doesn't answer.
Like I might get an answer if I say, Polly, do you want to eat? Yes or no. I have to say it like that. And then she might say nothing, or she might go, yes. But I can't have a conversation with her. I can't, she won't, I mean, it's very, but she can recite the Gettysburg Address. You know, she just, I don't know why she won't answer me. Like, when you were younger, did you sort of feel trapped in your head, like you heard the questions? Did she ever go through a time when she would not speak?
Yeah, I went through a long time, I went through a long time where I heard the question perfectly, but I went through a long time, when I was little though. I was younger, she's older, but, I felt like I was trapped in my mind, like, either how do I answer, what is the appropriate answer, or just, I couldn't make the answer come out, or, yeah.
My daughter says that she will do that. She will want to talk to me, and she will say, Mom, I want to talk to you. I don't know how to say it. And I'm thinking it's a motor planning issue. Yes, she knows all these words. Yes, she knows how to read. But my daughter can speak the best when she's not directly thinking about what she wants to say to me. The minute she actually wants to say it, that's when she has a problem.
Yes, Mom.
I know for kids on the spectrum, all the W questions, what, why, when, where, who, they don't answer them. And so Sunny was very withdrawn as a child and just couldn't answer those. And Tammy can probably tell us more why and how to get around that, because I don't know. It just sort of
I know with our kids at every age, we tend to have them, if I say, where questions, just pepper them with where questions, they can answer them, and pepper them with who questions, they can ask them. It's when we start going back and forth between them that they have a hard time differentiating. And when you think about some of those words, they don't really have meaning to them. Our kids are really good at labeling something that they have a picture of in our mind, but those WH words don't necessarily have a picture that go with them in our mind.
Yeah, because like there's just, exactly, like the where, when, what, why, and who questions. Those ones, yeah, like that was beautiful. I never quite thought of it like that, but you're right. Like there's no place for those questions. All we see is question marks. I'm not sure how. I really wish I knew how to get around it. My guess for getting around that, where your daughter's communicating, would be like, even though she could probably read, if she has communication devices or does sign language or rapid prompting method, I can explain that real quick. It's where you or a teacher or professional, or you as a parent hold up a letter board, and she can spell the words. Like I think it's a board or something with the basic, the alphabet on it. So maybe she can spell the words. Like it may take longer. It takes some. It takes a lot of time to use to. It takes some like prompting, or you can prompt. Like, have you tried just prompting her, like saying part of it and see if she can figure out the rest of it?
I always start her answers for her.
Yeah. So like there are different methods, but
I feel like she thinks I can read her mind. Like she'll stare at me, but she won't say the words.
yeah.
So I'm like, you have to move your mouth.
Is that called theory of mind? Is that called theory of mind, where they don't understand that other people are actually a different person?
Yeah, I've read something about that.
Yeah.
And my son's 17, and if I asked him, Brandon, what'd you do at school today? He won't say anything.
Yeah,
But if I give him just a few minutes, he'll come out with what he did. It may start with what he had for lunch, but he'll come out with what he did and then go.
Yeah.
But I'll have to give him that window of
That's
silence for
Yeah.
him to process that to get it out.
So like there's RPM and there's also a picture board with visuals on it that some of the kids here and at the bridge use where they press a button like you can download an Android app for your Android phone or iPad or something where they type. If they can't quite speak, maybe they could type what they have to say and then press speak or talk, and then it repeats what they wrote out loud.
One of my math teachers also used to have her write down throughout the day what she did, because she's a visual learner, so she wrote it down, and then she couldn't recall either, but she had her cue cards at the end of the day when we'd say, how was your day, what'd you do? She can't come up with it, but then she could look at it and then she could talk.
Yeah, that's good.
Yeah, that's a good one. Any more?
Sonny, if you wanted to tell them one thing that was life-changing for you, what would that be? What can they do in their home tomorrow that's going to make a difference, or in their with their kids?
You mean something that changed my life about my autism?
Sure. Yeah. What piece of advice would you give them before you close?
What advice I have to the parents before I close is, some kids can never tell you when they're ready, but they can show you when they're ready. And another thing to remember is give them patience. One big life-changing thing is, showing love and acceptance. It would be great if, your family would accept them. They may not come around today, but eventually they'll come around. They'll see, you could teach them, teach your family that autism is not their weakness, but it's their strength.
Amen.
No matter how severe it is. And see, Mom, you could finish answering this question better than I could.
What was the question?
About any piece of advice to give in closing to the families.
Yeah.
Oh, understand that your kids have much to tell you, and that they actually want to tell you and will tell you in their own time,
Yeah.
and that how much we learn from our children, no
Yeah.
matter if they're neurotypical or anything, we learn a lot from them,
Yeah.
and that they amaze us with the things that they teach us.
Yeah, because you'll see, because I've seen in the bridge school and at Stone Soup how far all the children, all of the kids here, I've seen how far they've come and how much they have improved. Which you'll get to see as they get older.
And also, parents, all of us, we need time for ourselves too. And to remember that our kids, on their worst days, they're not doing it to us. They're just doing it. And that we need other interests too, or we'll go mad. I mean, all parents will.
That's true.
Yep.
You're right. Amen, you're right.
And
That's how I think.
one other thing that would be helpful for all parents to know is even if family members are doing this, never compare your children to anyone else's children, because it's very fruitless to compare them to others, because they're all themselves. You know, we learned a quote in the camp this week. Why fit in when you were born to stand out? A quote from Dr. Seuss. It's on your shirt.
That's right.
On your shirt, man.
You had a cue card on the front row, didn't you?
Yep.
Well, thank you both for being with us today. Sunny, thank you for sharing. I know you gave a lot of
pleasure.
insight. Thank you all for coming. I have a Dr. Seuss quote too. The one that I hadn't heard before this week, maybe I've heard it when I was a child, but I hadn't noticed it, is, let's see, now it's going to go away. Until someone like you cares a whole awful lot, it's never going to get better. It's not. And so I think that as our individuals with autism age up, what we find is in a setting like this, your child can be really successful because everyone knows how to help them be successful.
Yeah.
And we've got a whole world of people that need to understand that. And so as much as we can be an advocate like Sunny for, you know, Sunny's doing fine, but if she came into a setting where no one understood, they'd be the ones not doing fine because they didn't know how to include her in their world. And so I think that's critical for us as adults, as we go out and we advocate for our children and our students, to be able to teach people how to make them be successful.
Yeah, that was a good one. I knew that one, but I didn't think of that. That was awesome. Yeah. So we got why fit in when you were born to stand out, and you also got that came from the Lorax, by the way.
Yes, it did.
Where he said, unless someone like you cares a whole awful lot, things are not going to get better. They're not.
So that's our job, isn't it?
Yeah, to make the world a better place.
All right, you are able to go over and get your kids and then go join everyone over at the final event. Thank you again, Sunny and Marty.
Thank